What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Nurse Ray, and this is Planet X or Nibiru crazy TikToks that are going to blow your mind. This is part 3. Make sure you check out part 1, 2, and 4. I think there's going to be 4 parts to it altogether. But yeah, part 3. And remember, if the universe has led you here, accept your fate card and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You will not be disappointed, I promise. But let's jump right into these crazy TikToks that are going to blow your mind. Right? Yeah. It's like they only want to make the chemtrails where the sun's gonna go. Like they literally are trying to cover up the sun. Whoa. Damn. Looks like it's moving really fast. Wow. Hi. Look how big it got. That's crazy. Y'all, when you see these chemtrail clouds, please don't think they're like normal clouds. Please, like, come on, guys. Ask questions, do the research, figure things out, look up. If you do anything, just look up. But these clouds are like they're trying to teach our kids that these are different clouds. They're not.
Back into the atmosphere. Nibiru is here. Alright? So the hydrogen is coming back into the atmosphere. That red sky that everybody was seeing in California, so the sky was red and orange.
Isn't that crazy?
And they tried to lie on the news and make it sound like it was coming from the fires. No, the fires was real. That was Nibiru. The closer Nibiru is a sun, a planet, and a station.
Look at that.
So the closer it gets into our atmosphere, the bigger it's going to appear. Right? Like right now, people are already seeing this second sun. They don't know it's really a spaceship and a sun. And a sun all at once. Right? So this is how advanced technology is in the cosmos. Right? So as it gets closer to the atmosphere, it sucks out this oxygen that was forced into our atmosphere. And it starts pumping the red iron oxide.
A scientific storm in America all through the late 50s about this thing out there in space because the astronomers were all watching it, and that was back when they weren't afraid to talk about it. It was in the science magazines. I mean, I had a subscription to like Popular Science, and hell, it was on the front cover of the magazine one day in like 1961. And I was really excited when I saw it because here's this giant red planet on the horizon of the California coast, and a humongous tidal wave coming in towards the coast, and having grew up in the mountains of the Sierras, And this thing in the magazine, it said this tidal wave coming in was going to be at least 3 miles high. And I went and showed it to everybody in the house, and they laughed, and they said, look, it says right here, there's nothing to worry about. It won't be here for another 50 years. Hey, guess what? That 50 years has came and gone. And this baby's out there in the sky. They've been watching it. I watched it. And I can tell you, this thing has got so much trash coming around it. You know how we live in a solar system? We've got 9 planets and a big sun. This thing has got 7 planets and its own sun. But I believe that instead of having dirt on it like our planet does and water, I think this thing is just a big, bright reddish-orange iron ball because it's giving off all this red iron oxide dust out into the atmosphere. When we thought at first it was just a teeny little red speck of fuzzy red dust in the distance, but over the years as it went by and we watched it, it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then finally about 2008 we could see this thing like it was across the street, and we could see that it was a blazing hot ball of fire giving out sparkles of red iron oxide dust for thousands of miles in every direction. And you could see the planet circulating it. Now, I'll tell you one thing that I really am nervous about. I think this thing's got a planet like ours circling it. This is its own solar system. We're about to have a solar system come through the middle of our solar system. This can't be good. But unfortunately, it looks as though that's what's going to happen. Hopefully nothing in this mess will hit us, even though it does say it will in the Bible, at least as it does in my Bible. It says we can expect all kinds of problems. We were looking at asteroids right close to this thing. There's asteroids that are floating around right near that are orbiting the main sun itself. These things appear to be about 500 miles across. And as you go back into the tail, you get into meteorites that go back for millions of miles in the tail. This thing looks like a giant red teardrop-shaped dust cloud. And you can see, once if you're able to see it up close.
Nibiru Planet X seen in Ohio sky.
Okay.
As we begin to identify the 5 heavenly signs, some have passed and those that are to come. In the previous video we went over number 1, the solar eclipse that occurred in 2017, was next to occur in 2024. Number 2, solar flare or CME, which the largest in 100 years documented was also 2017. Now I'll go over the heavenly sign number 3 that was given to us by the Indian Hopi tribe, the Hopi prophecy. Blue Kachina, Red Kachina destroyer. But before that, I'll begin by saying this. The priests and the pastors differed in denomination, but they all agreed that we should not look to the firmament, the stars, the sun, or the zodiac for the unfolding of time, or we shall perish in hell. At the end, they ended by saying, thus says the Lord, but thus says you are a liar. So I ask you, pastors and priests,
That says you're a liar.
because it wasn't the Almighty God, Yod-He, Vahu-He, Elohim, Allah, or the Lord Melchizedek, Yod-He-Wah, Jehovah, or Thoth in his Egyptian Atlantean name. I ask you priests and churches who mislead the people, what is this? Genesis 1 and 14, and God said, let there be light in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons, and for days and for years.
In the firmament. Let there be light in the firmament.
Luke 21 and 25, and there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Luke
Saying what? Look to the stars for signs that I will return.
21 and 28, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up.
Then look
Lift
up.
up your head, for your redemption draws near. The third heavenly sign, the gradual 7-year appearance of the 2 blue planets called Kachina, until they become fully visible. They started to become visible in 2017 and scheduled to become more visible in 2022. Understand this, the revelation will come through the lineage of the Adamic seed. All knowledge is embedded in our DNA, and at this time, those who have made themselves prepared will get the knowledge of the ancients. And this young brother here, I'll let him give you an intro. Begin to identify the 5 heavenly signs. Some have passed and those that are to come. In the previous video, we went over number 1, the solar eclipse that occurred in 2017. The next to
2021.
scheduled to become more visible in 2022. Understand this. The revelation will come through the lineage of the Adamic seed. All knowledge is embedded in our DNA, and at this time, those who have made themselves prepared will get the knowledge of the ancients. And this young brother here, I'll let him give you an intro to the Blue Kachina, to show you how the Most High works. Both our information fits like a glove. Even some of the pictures of the celestial bodies we got from the same place, even though we don't even know each other. I just found it on TikTok.
Blue Kachina
The
is
destroyer.
basically something that's going to come to the America and destroy it again. It's going to cause the sea level to rise, and a lot of people sadly is going to perish in that time. But let's look at the Blue Kachina in 2017, then we're going to look at 2021. You see the blue spots on there? That's Earth. Now let's look at 2022 and 21 version of the Blue Kachina. It came very close. One more for 2017. Now we got it's very, very close.
It's huge.
It's very near, and you don't have to believe what's going to happen, but it's going to happen. The kingdom is going to come to an end in America.
Okay, now I'm going to go through the story of the Hopi Blue Kachina. I'm going to go through it in a little bit more detail than he did. This is a picture of the Book of the Hopi by Frank Waters. In the final days, we will look up in our heavens and we will witness the return of the two brothers who helped create this world in the birthing of time. Bogang Hoya is the guardian of the North Pole, and his brother, Polong Hoya, is the guardian of the South Pole. So there's two celestial bodies that will become visible that they call Kachina, one at the North Pole and one at the South Pole. In the final days, the Blue Kachina will come to be with his nephews, and they will return Earth to its natural rotation, which is counterclockwise. I'll get to that another time. The twins will be seen in our northern skies. They will come and visit to see who still remembers the original teaching. They will bring many of their star families with them in the final days. So they're not the only celestial bodies that's going to show up. They're just going to be the first sign as a warning for us to change our ways. The return of the Blue Kachina, who is known as Nangong Shok, will be the alarm clock that tells us of the new day and a new way of life, a new world that is coming. This is where the changes begin. They will start as fires that burn within us, and we will burn up with desires and conflicts if we do not remember the original teaching and return to the peaceful ways of life. Now, there are articles describing the return of the Blue Kachina in 2017. This article says on Saturday, February 11, 2017, there was a triple confirmation of these prophecies with a full moon and the appearance of a possible Blue Kachina comet. As of this writing, the blue comet has been visible for 2 months through binoculars, but at this time was only 7.4 million miles away in its closest approach. It streaks across the sky, its blue-green head and a long tail. It will be visible until the end of February. And here is an important point. It will return to speak to us again in 2022. Now, we use the government FAA cameras. This is in 2021 at Wolf Creek. And this is night, and we can see it's visible, or evening. Wolf Creek again, 2021, very visible. That's at 16 o'clock. This is in Peak, Alaska, visible again. Alaska again at a different time period, visible again. So it is here, the Blue Kachina. This is the warning from 2017 for us to make a preparation and change our ways and go back to our natural ways of living. And as I said, we will be in conflict within ourselves, knowing we need to change and actually having to make that change. Next is the Red Kachina Destroyer.
Wow.
As Nibiru arrived,
90% of the population of California under flood watch, and America's second largest city is slammed by a relentless storm. Flash flooding, mudslides, wind damage all across central and southern California. This is video just in from Santa Clarita. Firefighters pulling a person out of that car as water rushes around them. There are scenes like these all over the Los Angeles area. Roads now closed, firefighters rescuing people caught in these flash floods. Santa Barbara County alone responding to some 200 homes like this. In some cases, it's better to leave the car home. All water.
That guy's having the time of his life.
Mudslides also blocking roads. Nearly 60,000 customers are without power. And right now, the entire community of Montecito is under evacuation. TV host Ellen DeGeneres shared this video of an overflowing creek near her home there. We're having unprecedented rain. This creek next to our house never flows, ever. Probably about 9 feet up and it's been going ever since. We have horses ready to evacuate.
Wow. Y'all, that shit is coming. Like, it's getting a little awkward up in here. Anyway, that's the video, guys. What do you think? Please let me know down below. I'm sorry about the video quality. I had to change cameras in the middle of all of this, and you know, shit happens. But anyways, thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to check out parts 1, 2, and 4. And if the universe has led you here, accept your fate card, hit that subscribe button. You won't be disappointed. Thank you guys for watching with me tonight. Love you all. Bye.